Happy Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of The Actors Area. I'm your host, as always, Sean Grant. Happy to be here with you. Second day of the week, December 6th. Wow, like I said yesterday, the year has flown by. Has definitely been a great year. Definitely a lot of lessons learned, a lot of evolution taking place. But it's amazing to think that we're already in the 12th month. But anyway, we're taking it day to day, moment to moment, and making the best out of everything. So, with that being said, ladies and gents, I would like to turn your attention to today's topic. First things first, we talked about it yesterday. I am coaching the rest of this year and especially in the new year. Got some really great stuff for you guys. If you're interested, just send me an email at SeanG04@gmail.com, SeanG04@gmail.com, helping you to accomplish your career goals and basically just become an overall successful vibrational actor, feeling your success even before it shows up. That great stuff is happening, as well as got some new projects on the mend that we'll be casting for in the new year. So, just a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff I'm excited about. But let's get right into it, get into the message. And our message for today is why oneness proves your dreams are possible. Why oneness proves your dreams are possible. Okay, and so this goes back to this morning. So if you know me well enough, you know that I spend every single morning at the Pacific on the beach because I feel like that allows me to connect to God, that allows me to connect to my higher power. It allows me to be basically the individual that I need to be in order to live my life in the best possible way. So in doing that, I go to the water, I clear my mind, I clear my thoughts, and I just allow myself to receive whatever the divine has for me. And oftentimes, this is so amazing because I receive insight and information about so many different things as it applies to my life, as it applies to everything with me in my career, just insights that you wouldn't normally get just by going throughout your regular day and not taking the time to tune into your higher self. So this is why this is so important to me. So anyway, I'm doing my walk and I'm walking back and I stop. I stop and I look at the ocean and I look at it unlike I ever have before. And what I mean by that is I see something different. And then I get the thought, I receive the thought, a divine download, I like to call it, of what, like basically, wow. And I know that was me saying wow, but the thought was like, if this is possible, if something this big, this beautiful, this majestic can cover the lengths of the earth and you're connected to it, why wouldn't your dreams be possible? Why wouldn't your aspirations, everything you're believing for, be possible if this is possible? And it just hit me. It was like somebody turning on the light in the middle of darkness. That is so true. Like when you see something really phenomenal, all it is energy. Because everything is energy. Everything comes from a spiritual place first before it moves into the physical. And so I just, it was something that helped me to see that basically we live in a world where there are no limits as long as we are willing to understand the oneness, the connectivity, the interconnectedness, the ability for us to see that we are intertwined with every single thing that's in front of us. And the beauty of that is you carry the same characteristics, which means you're just as beautiful, you're just as majestic, you're just as vast, you're just as deep, so all of this stuff starts to come into me, and I'm thinking to myself, This is something that people need to know about their dreams. Sure, right off the bat, it looks like something that can be overwhelming, but at the same time, it's not. It's something that we have to approach it step by step. And when we can approach it step by step, from there, we can start to see something that seemed insurmountable come to pass. The perfect example is just basically hiking a mountain. At first look, when you get to a mountain, you look up and you're like, oh my goodness, it is truly up there. Like, I don't know how we're going to do this, but then you take it one step at a time, one step at a time. I think this is why hiking is one of my favorite things to do, because you accomplish something. Like, you've reached the top, and then you can see the rest of the city, the rest of the entire area from atop the mountain. But it took some time. It took a little bit of work. It took one step. It's like, that's a lesson for life. You take those steps. Sometimes it's uphill, sometimes a bit of a battle. You can stop, catch your breath a bit, and then keep going. But ultimately, you reach the top and you realize the impossible became possible. And it's the same way with our goals, same way with our dreams. All we have to do is recognize, one, that we're intertwined with every single thing that we could desire because it's all a part of us. And two, that anything in this world is possible when we take it one step at a time. One step at a time is all you need to know, all you need to learn. If you can remember that, no matter what it is, trust me, you will be successful in every regard. You will be successful in so many ways that you won't even believe some of the stuff that you've accomplished or you've attained because you decided. And then the first step you want to do is just to be at peace with yourself and to allow insight to resonate with you. Don't just take blind action. Like, I feel like there's so many things, and I'm guilty of it as well. There's so many people out there teaching about, well, you just got to take action. You just got to take action. You just got to get out there and do something. But that's almost like, going to the shooting range at night without any lights and just shooting in the dark without even any idea where the bullseye is. Like, you're not going to have much success. And even if you are lucky to hit it, what will happen is you won't have that much precision. You won't have that much accuracy. So we've got to be in a place to where we can set ourselves up to succeed by taking those steps. And how do we do that? By receiving divine insight, being grateful for it, praying about it. People sometimes will link prayer to all of a sudden being religious. It doesn't have to be religious. Prayer is about you praying to a higher version of yourself, knowing that it will guide you and lead you down the proper path in order for you to make the right type of decisions, the highest good in decisions, in reference to decisions for your life that will move you to a place to where you want to be. Okay? So, getting back to it at the beginning, understanding that oneness proves that our dreams are possible, because when we look at sculptures, when we look at anything that we think is magnificent, anything that we think is just so intricate in detail and just something that is just absolutely amazing in its essence, that shows us, right? That shows us that we are in a place, we are in a space of things that are that we can believe can come true. We're in a space that something that great and that wonderful and that terrific can happen in our lives as well. So all I'm saying is when you begin to know that what you're trying to achieve is already a part of you, what happens is it becomes easier for you to vibrate on that same level. Okay, so that dream role that you're trying to attract is a part of you. That dream relationship, that dream house, that car, all that stuff is a part of you, and you just have to reach and resonate that vibration. And you do that by going inward. You do that by understanding that it's all connected to you, And you will find that these things will show up in your life at the right time. And I say the right time, I mean the divinely ordered, guided, protected time, to where it will show up, to where it will be yours and yours alone. And then there is nothing to, there's absolutely nothing to worry about at that point, right? There's nothing to worry about at that point, and you can be at peace knowing that you're on the treadmill of life, walking to your destination without any trouble, but more importantly, walking to your destination with a clear vision of where it is. So, I'm going to leave you with this, guys. Understand that all things are possible. All things are possible when we go within, when we see them from a spiritual perspective. All things are possible when we know that we are part of it, right? We are completely interconnected with these things, with the plant, with the TV, with the sidewalk, with the trees, with the house. All of that stuff is energy, and we're energy. So everything is the same. Nothing is different. It may look different on the outside, but on a cellular level, when you go deeper, you realize it's just the same. So if it's just the same and like attracts like, all you have to do is get into that vibration of oneness and connect to that ability, not that ability, but that essence of love. And you will begin to see that it's not as hard as you thought it was. It's not as hard as you thought it was to get that dream job. It's not as hard as you thought it was to get that agent that you're looking for. It's not as hard as you thought it was to be in a position that you've dreamt of, that you've seen yourself in, because it already exists on the inside of you. And for that, guys, you should get happy. You should take not only pride, but take joy in realizing how much potential resides right in front of your face. How much potential resides out there in the world for you. Get into that level of expectancy. Get into that level of excitement, knowing that there are great things continually manifesting themselves for you to live the life that you want, to live the life that you desire. Guys, as always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your support. Once again, like I said, I'm coaching here and coaching also in the new year. Definitely get in contact with me if you're ready to take your career to the next level. With that being said, I am out of here. I will see you soon. Thanks so much. Greatly appreciate your time. We'll see you on tomorrow. Take care.